Hello students, I am Dharmendra Singh Yadav and today we are going to start our new chapter electromagnetic induction. This is the unit 4th in class 12th. Okay, so in this chapter we will go through many topics like magnetic flux, electromagnetic inductions, what is the definition of it and what are the Faraday law, and after that we discuss the some phenomena based on the electromagnetic inductions. Okay, so let's start. Today's topic is electromagnetic inductions. Before starting this topic, we will discuss a topic magnetic flux. Magnetic flux. What is the magnetic flux? What is the magnetic flux? As we know that every magnets, like we are taking bar magnet, this is south pole, this is north pole. The magnetic fields originate from the north pole and enters in south pole and makes a closed loop. We know it very well. Okay, dear children, originated from north pole and enters in the south pole. Okay, magnetic field lines passing through this area is given by the magnetic flux. It's denoted by phi b, and this is the dot product of magnetic field intensity vector b and the area vector of this area vector a. If the magnetic field vector is vector b, and the area vector of the surface is a, then dot product of these two, vector a and vector b and vector a, is known as magnetic flux passing through the surface. This dot product, we know that it can be written as b a cos theta, where b is the magnitude of vector a and a is the magnitude of vector a. Okay, now this is the magnitude of magnetic flux passing through the any area A. Special cases we can say, we will see that if the value of this theta means the orientations, angle between the vector b and the vector a, when this angle changes, the value of this magnetic flux changes. Like see, this is the magnetic flux, uniform magnetic flux. In this we can draw the area this way, area vector a, and this is the magnetic field, and this is the another way, magnetic field b and vector a is 90, and here the angle between the magnetic field and area vector is theta equal to 0. Okay, then the magnetic field passing through this area changes, and how this can be expressed, phi b equal to b a cos theta, b a cos theta. When theta is 0 degree, then phi b equal to b a, because we know that cos 0 is 1, and this will be the maximum value of magnetic flux passing through the area. Okay, the second condition, we will see that the magnetic flux phi b a cos theta when theta equal to 90, and in this case phi b will be a cos 90, and the cos 90 is always be 0. So we can say the flux through the area will be 0. Okay, this is the minimum flux, and when the angle is theta between vector a and vector b, then we express the magnitude of magnetic flux is b a cos theta. Okay, after studying this magnetic flux, we will proceed for our topic electromagnetic inductions. Let's start and let's see what is in it. Okay, so if you want to note it down, then take a screenshot and you can note it down. Okay. electromagnetic induction is very important topic as perspectives of our daily life and in our technology. Okay, so electromagnetic inductions को स्टडी करने से पहले वी विल डिस्कस सम ऑब्जर्वेशन मेड बाय फैराडे एंड हेनरी, फैराडेज एंड हेनरीज. ओके, in 1831, what happens in 1831? Some observation made by the Faradays. He observed that when there is a coil connected by the galvanometer, and when we move the magnet, that is, we can say this is south and north, we move the magnet towards or away from this magnet, we observe that an induced EMF is produced in the coil. Induced EMF is produced in the coil. So because of this, a current, induced current is produced in it. As we know that there is a EMF, then there will be current. Okay, so by moving this magnet towards the coil, a current is induced in the coil. There should be also a EMF. Okay, this is the observation, or we can say experiment number 1. Okay, he did another experiment, and he observed that when two coils are placed near to each other, one is connected with the galvanometer and the second coil is connected with the source, electric current source, we can say that is cell. Okay, then when the current is varied in this, when the Faraday varied the current flowing in the coil 1, this is the coil 1, this is the coil 2. When he varied the current in this coil 1, then there is a induced EMF produced in the coil 2, and this is the such that it opposes the cause which produce it. Okay, so experiment number 2 suggests that when we change the current in a nearby coil, then there will be an EMF induced in the next coil, nearby coil, and this is also the part of our experiment or the observation of the Faraday. This conclude that after this experiment, he concluded that there is a conclusion. What are the conclusion? We will discuss in it. What are the conclusion? He concluded that there is a induced EMF produced when we change the magnetic flux passing through the coil. How? Look, this is the magnetic field lines. There will be magnetic field lines or magnetic field intensity. There is B, and if we are moving this like this way, if we are moving this, then the magnetic field lines passing through this coil, it changes. Okay, here also the magnetic field lines also producing. Here we know that the magnetic field lines and the magnetic field lines passing through the coil because of the first coil changes or varies. That's why there is a induced EMF, and he also observed that when the changes last, then the induced EMF also lasts. Okay, means if we stop the changing in the current in the first coil, this is the known as primary coil. Okay, primary coil. This is secondary coil. Then if we stop the changing current in the primary coil, then the induced EMF also stops in the secondary coil. Means what is this conclusion of this study? The conclusion of the study is when we are changing, continuously changing द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस थ्रू अ कॉइल और अ सर्किट। तो जिस किसी भी सर्किट से या कॉइल से हम लोग मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस को, पास होने वाले मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस को चेंज करें, देन देयर विल बी चेंज इन इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ और इंड्यूस्ड करंट। ओके डियर।